welcome to another episode of Fandoms Anonymous. We're here today to talk about the movie, live action movie, Death Note. Now, what I understand is Death Note is an anime. I am not what you call a real deal anime watcher. Now, I've watched stuff like Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched those. And just recently found out that those are considered anime because they come from Japan. Wait a minute. So if they come from Japan, does that mean Power Rangers? No, it's not an anime. Power Rangers is not anime. Alright, so again, if you ask me about Dragon Ball Z, I don't know about it. One Punch Man, Bleach, Naruto, Shippuden, all that type of stuff. I can name the names and I see the characters and I notice where they're from, but I don't watch anime. First of all, they're speaking in Japanese. Second of all, I don't speak Japanese. Third of all, I can't read that fast. Having to read and understand what's going on. Too much going on. So I leave anime alone. If they put it in English, I can watch it all day. So I decided to watch this because I saw a lot of people complaining about it because they said the Death Note anime was really, really good. Now, I've seen the Death Note anime, not watched the show, but I've seen the character on different stuff. The character by the name of Ryuk that we learned about in this show. And that's really about all I've seen. I've seen that little demon character. So I decided to watch this. A lot of people were complaining about it. So I put out a post. I said, I need to hear from my anime fans. Is Death Note on Netflix bad? I want to use your thoughts on my review. Drop your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Alright, so people start commenting out of the woodworks. And these are my real deal anime fans. So I'm going to just go over a little bit of what they said. But let me tell you what I thought about it. For watching this for the first time, again, I knew nothing about it going into it. I was watching, I said, all I knew was the book, and write people name in and they die. That's all I knew. Didn't know the names of the characters, didn't know the names of the people, none of that stuff. I said, I'm going to go in this, watch it, clear mind, don't know nothing about it, never watched the cartoon, none of that. So I'm watching it, and to me, it was okay. Now, one thing I can say, I've watched a lot of movies, I've watched a lot of things, I can tell that it was rushed. And based on me seeing that it was rushed, it matched up with a lot of the comments that I saw people write. I could tell that it was just bam, 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 this. I could tell it was just merged together and they were doing a lot. I could tell they're doing a lot because I watched Batman v Superman. They did a whole lot in that movie that they really shouldn't have. Alright, so I watched it. I looked at it. I said, okay, this is cool. Once again, I could tell that it was rushed. I could tell that there was a whole lot too much going on. The pacing of the story was like bam, 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 bam. And of course, they couldn't do the entire anime in one whole movie. Maybe they could have done this in parts. Maybe they could have done this in episodes. I don't think I would have watched it if it was in episodes. When I was told it was just a full movie, I was good with that. I was going to watch it in full. So we got the character Light Turner, or his last name in the anime is Yagami, I think. And he's a kind of wayward kid, not that popular in school, gets picked on. He ends up picking up the book. First of all, in the beginning of the movie, the book came out of nowhere. I looked away one minute, I looked the next minute, and the book came out of nowhere. So how did he get the book in the anime? I don't know. Y'all tell me that in the comments below. Let's talk about that. Alright, got the book, moved on with life, ends up meeting Ryuk. First of all, William Dafoe was the best voice, I think. You know, this is my opinion. Again, for those of you who watch the anime, tell me if you thought William Dafoe was the best one to animate the voice. I think he was. Gave me that Joker-esque feel. He gave me that good William Dafoe Green Goblin feel. You know, it looks like I'm holding my head in the palm of my hand. It's kind of cool. All right, so got that. We got the dad. And I was looking at the dad. I said, where does he come from? I've seen this man before. Agent Carter. He was the main detective on Agent Carter. We get the girl Mia that comes out of nowhere. And let me tell you what this reminded me of. It reminded me of, not Man of Steel, Max Steel. Alright, so they remember they had a Max Steel movie that came out last year, and it bombed at the box office. I don't even think it came out in the box office. I watched it online, and that movie just sped right through everything and just started happening at once. Good graphics and all that. I did a review. I think it's one of the first videos I did on this channel. But I could tell that they sped through that, and I could tell that they sped through this. So, overall, the movie was intriguing. I do not know if it matches up to the anime altogether. A lot of people tell me that it does not. A lot of people were mad. They were like, this sucks. This doesn't match. This isn't right. This isn't what happened in the cartoon. I'm not watching this. My friend Elijah, he said he took a screenshot of his TV. He said, I stopped watching this. I think at like 19 minutes. I'm not watching this no more. So apparently you guys don't agree with this movie. So I'm going to go through some people that decided to comment and tell me what they thought. Tatiana Shine said, I love Ryuk and everything about him, and that's it. This adaptation of Death Note did nothing for me. The death scenes were pretty good, but I wasn't fond of the plot. I did like that L was an African American. All right, so let's talk about L real quick. I think he was the closest thing to anything animated in this movie, because he had this thing over his face, and he was talking. He was even doing the anime run everywhere he went. I thought his character, I guess he escaped because there was a guy that was in Get Out that was captured. That when he flashed the camera, he all of a sudden came to himself and said, "Get out." So that's cool. So my cousin Tiffany McDaniel said, "I love Ryuk. It was hard not to compare it to the anime, but as I watched it, it was good. I just had to not think about the original." And that's not the first, second, third, or fourth time I've heard that. People said they looked at it and they just blanked the original cartoon or the anime out of their mind to keep moving. My man McCoy, Najaku McCoy, says the movie wasn't bad. It could have been worse. Ryuk and L were the best parts of the movie. I totally agree. The light kid, he reminded me of Max and Max Steel. He was everywhere. He had no point. I felt, even though he was the main character of the movie, I felt like he had no point and no purpose. So I agree with you. Ryuk and L were the best parts of the movie. Kikyo Kazama said, this movie should have just kept the Death Note premise and started a completely different storyline. Tried to keep the same characters did no justice. They should have used Nier instead of L, or used another student from that school. L. Nier and Mello went too. Ryuk is one of my favorite characters from the anime because he was unbiased. He just wanted entertainment, so choosing sides wasn't particularly beneficial to him. They took that aspect away from him in the movie. L was degraded and discredited in the movie. He went crazy in the end. There's no way this would have happened to him, but some lackluster high schooler who only did all of this because he didn't like a bully in the beginning of the movie. Also, way too many survivors in the end. Actually, the ending wasn't relevant to any aspect of the original storyline. People were so worried about the race of the actors, but that isn't even what was wrong with this movie. They completely changed the rules of the Death Note. Only the owner of the Death Note can see the Shinigami. Anyone who touches the Death Note can see the Shinigami. And what was the burning of the page nullifying the death of the person you wrote on the page? This movie was pure garbage. I did like Lakeith Stanfield as L. So that goes to show you that people really did not like it. Andrew Hannah Powell said anime was better. William Dafoe was a good Ryuk, but I have to say that they should have stuck with the original storyline. So this is becoming something horrible in animes being made into live action movies. Ghost in the Shell was the first. Well, it probably wasn't the first, but in this realm where we are now, in this I guess the year 2017, and well, within the last 2 or 3 years, Ghost in the Shell did horrible at the box office. People hated it. They say that it was not like the original anime. And this is up next. Death Note on Netflix. You guys hate it. Again, I'm unbiased. I never watched the anime. I never watched the cartoon. So I really can't say, oh, it was good, it was bad. I watched it. I enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed the mythology and how it panned out and how it continued on. But after a while, I was like, okay, so what's going to happen next? I'm just going to keep writing people's names in the book. Now, that was cool, you know, how he just continued to go and devise different ways. But in the end, Mia wanted the book. Now, did that happen in the anime? Y'all tell me, because it didn't make no sense to me why she wanted the book. I guess she got consumed with all that power and everything that she was doing. She thought that she was doing everything for light. That part I could have did without that. I don't know if that matches up to the anime. Y'all tell me or not. But I feel like they could have did without that. There's a lot of stuff in this movie they could have did without, and just by you guys' comments, y'all made it very clear that they should have just threw the whole movie away, just not even made it. So, Death Note, I can't even give it a rating. I enjoyed it. I watched it. I looked at it. I sat there through the whole thing. It was interesting, but y'all didn't like it. So I want to know what you think in the comments below, whether you're watching this on Facebook or you're watching this on YouTube. Let's talk about it. Again, it was okay. It was an okay movie. It's another Netflix original. We were just talking about Netflix originals the other day. They're coming to be this new thing where Netflix is saying, we'll take that, we'll take that, we'll take that, we'll do that, we'll put that on the screen. I even had a conversation today with my friends. He said, yeah, Naked, the Marlon Wayans movie, I'm jumping over sides here. Naked, the Marlon Wayans movie was good, but you were right. It should have never been in it would have not have made it in the theaters. But it was that good movie that you could watch while you were just sitting at home doing nothing. So, Death Note, let's talk about it in the comments. But if you don't know who we are, we're Phandoms Anonymous. That's FANDOMS ANONYMOUS. We're all over social media right here on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell for future videos. Also, head over to Facebook where we have our group. We have discussions each and every single day. And hit the like on the Facebook fan page. Don't forget to go to Instagram where we're at Fandoms_Anonymous17. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and or ideas, please email me at fandomsanonymous17@gmail.com. But, guys, as I always say, if there is anything else, thanks for watching and have a good one.